We're now headed to the national capital, where there is an open war playing out between the University Grants Commission, that's the UGC, and Delhi University over the 4-year undergraduate program. As a result, admissions have now been put on hold.
That's right, and caught in that crossfire are 2 lakh students who have applied for admissions this year. The first cut-off list was to be out today, but given the confusion, 36 colleges have now decided not to put it out till the crisis is resolved. Meenakshi Uprati gets us our top story.
On the eve of the first cut-off lists, confusion over the fate of the 4-year undergraduate course. A day after the UGC issued an ultimatum to Delhi University, prospective students continue to remain in limbo.
We will have a BTech degree in the 4-year, but now UGC is saying that no, it's under, we'll scrap it off, it's useless.
BTech in now and we want BTech in future too. So we have thought that we will study the quality education of BTech, that era of the BTech will start in DU.
As many as 36 colleges have decided to defer the admission process till the crisis is resolved.
हमारे पास जो गाइडलाइंस दिल्ली विश्वविद्यालय से हैं एडमिशन के विषय में और जो दूसरी गाइडलाइंस यूनिवर्सिटी ग्रांट्स कमीशन से आई हैं उन दोनों में कन्फ्लिक्ट है और उस कन्फ्लिक्ट के रहते हुए हमारे लिए एडमिशन करना संभव नहीं है.
The university meanwhile is split over the course, with DUTA asking the university to comply with the UGC, while others calling the UGC interference unacceptable.
UGC के पावर्स के तहत है और इस मामले में बिल्कुल UGC को ये पावर है कि आप की डिग्री रिकॉग्नाइज होगी कि नहीं होगी, आप 3 से 4 साल अपने आप नहीं कर सकते.
They have directly written to the colleges. This is certainly a violation of DU's autonomy.
The debate over the 4-year course also took a violent turn today, with students assaulting a professor during a television show.
Teacher has been beaten for expressing his views. What can be more said than this?
Even as students wait for a resolution to the crisis, politics over the issue was not far behind.
हमारा जो संगठन है ये भी पूरे साल इसके लिए मेहनत करता रहा है. पिछले साल हमारे मैनिफेस्टो में था कि हम FIUP को हटवा कर रहेंगे और जो भी अब लगभग पूरा हो चुका है.
Fundamental question is that where was the UGC then if they had reservations with regard to increasing it from 3 to 4 years? Why didn't they advise the Delhi University at that point in time?
Looks like the haste with which the 4-year undergraduate course was introduced in the Delhi University, it's been scrapped with the same speed. But even as the fate of the FYUP remains uncertain and many colleges have decided not to go ahead with the first cut-off list, it's really the students who have to bear the brunt of this. With Shubhajit Senkupta, Priyanka Dubey and Parikshit in New Delhi, Meenakshi Uprati. स्टूडेंट्स को काफी परेशानी नहीं होगी जो इस साल एडमिशन ले रहे हैं?
नहीं मैम, उन्हें परेशानी नहीं होगी. जो लास्ट ईयर के जो बच्चे थे वो भी काफी खुश हैं इस चीज से. इवन हमने किया है, हम पूरे साल इसके लिए लगे रहे हैं. पूरी हमारा जो संगठन है ये भी पूरे साल इसके लिए मेहनत करता रहा है. पिछले साल हमारे मैनिफेस्टो में था कि हम FIUP को हटवा कर रहेंगे और जो कि अब लगभग पूरा हो चुका है. UGC ने नोटिस दे दिया है, पब्लिकली नोटिस इशू करा है, हर कॉलेज के प्रिंसिपल्स को नोटिस भेजा गया है. इस साल जो भी एडमिशन होंगे फर्स्ट ईयर में सब 3 ईयर प्रोग्राम में एडमिशन होंगे और जो लास्ट ईयर बच्चे FIUP में पढ़े हैं उनके लिए भी कमेटी बैठेगी.
But how much of this UGC versus the Delhi University standoff is just simply politics? Here's part of that debate from India at 9 with Bhupendra Chaubey.
This decision of implementing the 4-year undergraduate program was taken in 2013 by the Delhi University. Was the UGC sleeping over this past 1 year? Suddenly you woken up, sir?
You know, the earlier government did provide the complete political support for doing it, but certain elements of, the legal aspects could not be completed because of, the kind of misgovernance which the previous government had. But now with the change in the regime, this government has now directed under section 20(1) of the UGC Act to direct the university.
So would you then admit, Mr. Ansari, that all that has really happened, and that's why I was asking this question at the outset between 2013 and 2014, that the UGC also, like any other political party or public authority, is swinging with the tide. Yesterday your boss was the Congress party, you were towing the Congress line. Today your boss is the BJP, you are towing the BJP line. What exactly is the UGC doing then, sir?
Well, you have said it.
You're admitting it. Very good. Yes. You're admitting it. Okay.
our university has been created by the University Act 1922.
Right.
The Act itself provides how you can take the admissions, how you will teach, what will be the course curriculum. So you tell me, where is the locus standi of UGC to direct us? It is totally illegal.
But I think if the UGC now is in a position or asserting itself has found its will in the spine to correct a mistake, it should be allowed to do so.
So I think the first thing that I must say, it's shameful to see our teachers behave like spokespersons of political parties.
All right, so the UGC there is agreeing it's a political puppet. The university is split. Students are confused. It's a mess in every sense of the word. Tracking it, our correspondents on the ground, Priyanka Dubey is live from outside the HRD ministry. Meenakshi Upreti has been reporting from the Delhi University. Meenakshi, I'm going to come to you first. Have all colleges now unanimously decided that they are going to be putting admissions to hold till the time this confusion clears up and the DU and the UGC both come to some sort of resolution, or are there some colleges which will act according to, you know, whatever they feel is right for their own college?
Well, yes, Shreya, as far as we know, yesterday there was a meeting of the Principal Association which was held, and in that meeting it was decided that colleges will not be releasing their cut-off list. This meeting was attended by the head of the Principal Association. This Principal Association represents just 36 colleges. Yesterday it was only 36 colleges which decided to defer the admission process, but today not a single college in the Delhi University have come out with their cut-off list. Colleges in the Delhi University say that they won't be coming out with the cut-off list till the UGC and the Delhi University clear the logjam. Meanwhile, some colleges we know have written to the UGC asking them, saying that they are ready to go with the 3-year course. Yesterday we saw SRCC had come out with the cut-off list, but later on they had to revert back. They had to take back that cut-off list, and they also had to put their admission process on hold. As of now, no college is admitting students. It's a terrible time to be a student in Delhi University, and even worse if you're applying in the university. Just imagine the plight of a child, you know, who's applying in the university, who's got good marks but has no clue whether he'll be going for the 3-year course, 4-year course, when the cut-off list is going to be announced or not. As far as the UGC is concerned, they have made their stand very clear. A standing committee meeting of the 10 members which has been formed to look into a smooth transition from the 4-year to the 3-year course took a meeting yesterday. In the meeting they decided very clearly, categorically, on what steps need to be taken to scrap the FYUP. So clearly the UGC is very clear about, you know, where they stand. They want FYUP to go. As far as the Delhi University is concerned, that's the biggest question. There has been no word absolutely from the Vice Chancellor's office at all. There is complete silence from Delhi University officials. They haven't made it clear whether the colleges should go for 3 years or should they continue with 4 years. Actually, you know, the grants and the money, recognition, everything comes from UGC. So the Delhi University doesn't have much of an option except for going to the court. But till now, Delhi University hasn't made it stand clear, and that is what is increasing the confusion, not only for the students but also the principals. So as of now, almost all colleges are waiting for a directive from the Delhi University or the Delhi University and UGC to solve this issue and come out with some, you know, come out with a joint directive on what these colleges should do.
That's right, Meenakshi. Uncertain times, and caught in that crossfire, like we have been saying, are those 2 lakh students. Meenakshi, stay with us. We also have Priyanka Dubey, who's joining us from outside the HRD ministry. Priyanka, the scrapping of the course from the 4-year to 3-year was a BJP election promise. What is the HRD ministry and Smriti Irani going to do about it now?
Well, even as students have been left painfully confused, as far as the HRD ministry is concerned, their stand is very clear. They are keen on scrapping the FYUP and reverting to the 3-year course. Now, we do know that even though the HRD minister, Smriti Irani, had made it very clear yesterday that she would like to stay away from this issue, the meetings that took place within the ministry and with UGC top officials were to decide on how they are going to go ahead and what will be the step forward in moving ahead in implementing the UGC directive of scrapping the FYUP and reverting to the 3-year course. And as of now, with the principals really taking the decision of deferring the admission process, the HRD ministry has decided to give more time to the Delhi University to come back to the UGC with a compliance report, which is in the positive, which is in line of the UGC directive. Failing which, sources at the ministry tell us that there could be some action taken against those standing in defiance against the UGC directive.